Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Grand Football Daily World Cup Review. I trust you're enjoying the World Cup so far. In fact, today is day 8, and all that we're going to be talking about is going to blow your mind. Most of the games, some of them you didn't even expect them to win their games. But before we go into it, I'll introduce my guests, my brother and friend, Mr. Silas. Thank you for always answering the call, my bro. How are you
Yeah,
doing?
uh, I'm fine. Good evening to you and good evening to
Yes,
all our viewers out there.
yes,
It's good to see you again. It's good to be
yeah,
here to talk football again and the World Cup. Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. So day 8, wow. It started with an explosive one. Japan versus Costa Rica, a game where everyone thought, oh, was down to Japan, considering how well they played against Germany and
Hmm.
how badly Costa Rica played, but it was a different ball game. Yeah,
Oh God. Let me borrow a word from Harvey Renard. This
yeah,
is a World Cup. You are not
mm,
here to look. You are not here to mark. You are not here to snap pictures. You are
mm,
here to give everything.
mm.
Massive thumbs up to Costa Rica for bouncing back from 7-0 thriller
7-0.
against
Yeah,
Spain in match day one, and
yeah,
then stalking Japan,
mm,
almighty Japan, who
mm,
silenced Germany in their first match
mm,
2-1, and then
mm.
coming all out against Japan to beat them.
Yeah,
It's a massive one for Costa Rica. It's good that they
massive,
could actually put
massive.
up their head, come back into the game and know that, okay, yes, the first game is gone. We need to
Mm,
get back to winning ways. And then they did that against speed rated, energy
mm,
built, and powerful
mm,
and skillful Japanese team. I
mm.
give it to Costa Rica. They did excellently well today.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I really was pleased with when I saw the result, and I was like, whoa, this is a surprising one. As in, no one would have seen that coming. I mean, even if they thought maybe Costa Rica had to play well and not lose, not to actually win the game. So well done to
Mm.
them, well done to them. And they left it late as well to score. So
Yeah,
there
they,
was
they,
no
they left
chance
it
for
late to
Japan to
score.
come back. There was no chance for Japan to actually come back in that game. So well
Uh,
done to them.
apart from leaving it late to score,
Mm.
from the beginning of the match down to that time they scored, there were flashes of them coming close to scoring
Oh,
at different interval in the game. It
mm,
tells you that they were prepared for that challenge. They were
mm,
prepared for everything that they need to get back into the
into
tournament,
the
which
tournament.
leaves the group open. They
Very
won.
open.
Japan won. Spain
Yeah,
has won. And,
yeah.
and so on. It gives everybody advantage that they can all go out and then surprise everybody. Who knows, these guys may get to play Germany in their last game and then pull a surprise against Germany again and
Exactly.
bounce back from 7 goals thriller to qualify
Ex
from the group. Yeah.
Exactly. That would be a good story to tell for the Costa Rican players. They would go
Yeah.
down in history in their country if they can do that, pull that off, and actually come out of that group. So well
Yeah,
done to
sure.
them. So since we're in that group, we might as well talk about the Spain-Germany game. That was another excellent game, you know,
Ex-
tactical,
ex-
very tactical.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Spain against Germany was a big highlight of Barcelona or Real
Mm.
Madrid playing against Bayern.
Bayern,
It was,
exactly.
yeah, it was purely a Champions League final game. It was
Yeah,
purely a
exactly.
game of two tactical brilliance from
Yeah,
Luis Enrique, the coach of Spain, and
yeah,
also Hakim Flick, that of Germany.
yeah.
The two of them came out. They knew what was at stake. Germany
Mm.
knew a win or a draw is what they need to keep them in the tournament.
The
A
tournament,
win
yeah.
at all costs would have been better, but a draw was
Mm.
not bad because they
Mm.
still have a last chance against Costa Rica in the
Costa
last
Rica.
game.
Yeah, yeah.
That game was all that we needed to see. It was another final, even from the group stage. Germany
Mm.
came out knowing
Mm.
everything that's at stake. Spain.
Yeah,
The big moment in that game was the fact that Gavi, that
yeah,
little boy,
yeah.
masterclass, did
Mm.
excellent well in the midfield. Jordan Alba, Sergio Busquets and the likes. Even the goalkeeper Simon gave us a
Made
reason
some
why
good save.
gave us a reason why the gel was dropped for him. He did well in that game. He did well to keep the likes of Thomas Muller, Sergio Gnabry, and Musiala and so on.
You know.
Then another thing that I saw again in that team was another young lad, Musiala in Germany. Excellent. It was a game of age. It was a game of equal ranking. It was a game of masterclass. It was a game that the two coaches knew what they came for, and then they gave it all in that game.
Yeah, actually, I've never seen Musiala play more than maybe 5 or 10 minutes in a game. So I've not really judged him, because even when he was nominated for the best young player of the year, I was thinking he's not that great. But I saw today what they've been talking about. He was absolutely excellent. But I mean, I must say something though. He needs to work on his finishing, because he had one very good chance. Very good chance. And it's the same kind of chance the guy who scored the goal, Fulkrug, had, and he buried it straight into the corner. So he didn't go well into the corner, and he was well one-on-one with the goalkeeper. So he should have, tried to put it in a proper corner. But he just went for the side, but not too much. And Simon was able to pull out that save. So it was a good game.
One thing about all this young lad, Musiala, Bellingham, Gavi, and Pedri and the likes was the fact that these guys were exposed to the game at very young age. And then they came into the big pedestal and the big pedestal from a very young age. That developmental process of under 17, under 20 is not there for some of them, which has not exposed them to some basic rudiments of the game. They came into the game with the mentality that it's a senior team. Winning is what we need. The basic rudiments of how you need to finish, the basic rudiments of how you need to keep possessions are not there. If these are added to their talents, it will make them much more better. But not taking anything from them, I feel they are still young. Exposure to the game at this age, at this time, we keep them going, and then the more they keep playing, the better their chances of getting better per time. So it's good to see these guys play at the World Cup, even at 17, 18, 19, 20. Play alongside someone like Thomas Muller, play alongside some of the best strikers in the world and best midfielders in the world. It will, in a way, help them to develop more. It will, in a way, help them to get to the big stage that we want to get them with. Aside the fact that they need to win tournaments, aside the fact that they need to give the world the best of talent, I feel we should be patient with them, allow them to grow, allow them to build themselves, build the confidence that they need to go out. Because these guys are the generations that we are expecting after the transaction of the likes of Ronaldo, Messi, and the likes. So if we need them to keep the pace of football going, then we need to be patient with them. They are young. It's good they are coming at this time, but nonetheless, we need to be calm and take it gradual with them, which is something that I've seen the German and the Spanish team do over time. Irrespective of your flaws at a younger age, they'll still give you the opportunity to grow. They'll still give you the opportunity to develop. And it's something that I'm not happy with when it comes to England. England over time, I've had the likes of younger players transcend from a younger age into the senior team, and each time these guys didn't get to live up to the expectation, the media antics, the fans outrage, and some other things.
They are quick to tell, bring them
critics
down.
and some other things. And then before you know it, over time, these guys get to where, because of the talk, because of the charts, and then before you know it, you see England with prospect, with good players with prospect, and then after 2 or 3 years, we don't get to see them live up to the expectation again, because the demand on these guys at a younger age is too much. So you need to let them grow, you need to let them mature, you need to let them go through the rudiments of football, and then in 3, 4, 5 years' time, you have them do wonders on the world stage.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. I totally agree with that point. And so let's move on to the games in the other group. Belgium versus Morocco. Wow.
I remember saying 2 days ago that the golden generation were overhyped,
Yeah.
and then they
Yeah.
are wearing their
Mm.
age and so on. It's so sad that nothing good came from the golden generation, apart aside the fact that
They finished
they
third.
were semi-finalists in Russia,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then they were semi-finalists at Europe too, if I can
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
nothing else again came out from the golden generation, and so sad to let you know that 90% of the golden generation after this World Cup will fade away.
Will fade
Vertonghen
away.
is
They'll
going.
definitely not be there.
Yeah, they're fading away.
Mm.
There's no better English to use for
Mm.
them than that.
Mm.
After this World Cup, Vertonghen is part of the
Mm.
golden generation. Is going. Eden
Mm.
Hazard is
Mm.
going.
Mm.
Witsu is old.
Yeah.
He's looking too chubby. He's looking too big
Mm.
to move his body.
Mm.
The younger Hazard is still in the team and is doing well, so you
Mm.
can still leave him. KDB, Kevin De Bruyne, he may
Mm.
not play at that pedestal again for the next 2 or 3 years again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then who are you going to call again in the big team? I think that's a
Mm.
big headache for Roberto Martinez, and he needs to work out something. It's good he has the likes of Thierry Henry in the team to help him build an attacking force.
Mm.
But looking at what I'm seeing, I don't feel the golden generation actually live up to the expectation. Someone that I'm not happy with over time is Thomas Mitchell
Mooney.
Batshuayi. This
Oh,
guy has
Batshuayi.
been in
Okay.
football for years, and you
Mm.
expect him to improve. You expect him to show quality.
Mm.
His style of play, his nature of game has not shown someone that has not predicted or shown that has been in the game for ages.
Mm.
At his age, he's still playing more like a schoolboy. Then you don't expect him to be in that team again. It's so painful that
I mean, he will be
Romelu
able,
Lukaku is injured.
he'll be able to say that he can boast of a World Cup goal this World Cup. So, he might not be too
Come
worried.
on. Yeah, this is his third World Cup, if I'm right.
Yeah, true.
I guess he
True.
was in South Africa in 2010.
Yeah.
No, he was in Brazil in 2014, then Russia in 2018, and now. So if after 3 World Cup and you call yourself a central striker with 1 goal, that's very poor. That's very poor for him. Poor for him. So the golden generation, I have not seen anything spectacular from them. But having said that, don't let us take the shine off Morocco. Massive, excellent.
Win.
Hakimi, Ziyech, El Nesri, anyone that you can think or call in that particular team, they did well. Excellently well.
Yeah,
from the blast of the whistle, they were excellent. They came all out, massive attack, comprehensive defensive work, and then team visibility and teamwork paid for them today. Their level of physicality and maturity in that game really helped. At the time when it was 1-0, I saw them panic. I saw them play long balls and then trying to kick up the ball. And up until the coach stood up from the bench and asked to tell them that, please, when in pole position is just 3 or 5 minutes away from full time, let's keep the ball calm instead of ballooning the ball and then try to play some comics in this game. Let's just take it calm and let us take it cool. And then they took it calm. They became relaxed.
And eventually
got into the
found
game in that last
goal.
minute, and then we saw Belgium trying to come back again, and then they nipped it. The second one came, which broke their back completely. And then silenced the whole world and said, no. And I was happy to be an African yesterday. Today again. Massive one from Morocco. I hope they can keep the spirit
win. And obviously winning the world number 2, because Belgium is classed as the number 2. So that would give them a big
overhyped world number 2.
Yeah, that was a good game. So Croatia, they bounced from their draw in the first game and came and defeated Canada. So Canada, unfortunately, became is it the first team or the second team? No, the second team after Qatar to be out of the competition with their loss.
I guess that third, another team is eliminated already. I can't actually remember or picture who that is, but I guess there's a team that have lost 2 games also.
Wow, really? No, so it's Qatar. As far as I remember, Qatar.
Okay, Qatar. Then
every
Canada
other team have drawn 1 or have got
1-1,
points.
yes, yeah.
So they're still kind of like in the game. So Canada, I mean, they started off explosive in that game. Remember, scoring very
Yeah.
early, scoring their
Scoring
first
60,
goal in a
68
world book.
seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah, 68
babies.
seconds.
But so what went wrong?
Well, a very young Canadian team, very
Mm,
young, uh,
mm,
younger age,
mm,
young in time of maturity and some other things,
mm.
even down to the coach and every members of that team.
Yeah.
New to the World Cup. Many are just
Mm,
making their first appearance or second in the World Cup. So it's a
yeah.
team that still needs to grow,
Yeah.
which I'm happy they actually got a World Cup goal, and then Alfonso David
Mm,
coming pivotal for them in that game.
yeah.
It's good. Though before the goal started coming in, they actually had a good game, excellent game, but
Yeah.
maturity in the likes of Andrew Kramaric, who has
Mm,
been in the game, and
mm,
this goes back to what I was saying concerning Batshuayi.
yeah.
Batshuayi and Kramaric came to Chelsea at a younger age,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
true.
the two of them didn't get to play. Didn't get to
Mm,
play because of the bigger boys, the likes of Drogba and the likes in the team,
yeah.
and then they
Yeah.
all went out on loan.
Yeah.
Over time, you can see maturity and development on the side of
Mm.
Kramaric
How much? Yeah.
than what we are seeing on the side
That's right.
of Batshuayi. So he came, he proved that he has been in the game for long, two good
Mm,
goals, and
mm,
then the likes of Modric tore that midfield apart. And then you have to give it to Kovacic.
mm.
Excellent. This guy really showed why he has won five Champions League trophy. This guy has
Oh,
shown class
Kovacic.
yesterday. Today, yeah, of course, he won four in Madrid, won one in Chelsea.
Oh,
So
yeah, that's true. That's
yeah,
true. That's
so
true.
excellent. His play, his physique, his attacking style.
Mm,
When he gets to play with Modric, you don't get to know who's attacking or who's defending. They go
mm,
all out, and then before you know it again, you see him trap back again to help the defensive line.
mm,
So he was all in that game. His passes were top notch.
mm.
I could read most of his passes in that game today.
Yeah.
Hardly will you see him have any misplaced pass, even while they were struggling
Mm,
and they were down 1-0. His
mm,
head was high in that game, and then he gave them everything they need. Though he
mm,
didn't get to provide assists or do anything, but he was the fulcrum in that
mm,
midfield that changed everything all around for them.
mm,
And then
mm,
Modric, good game, excellent as per senior man, and then the
mm,
job was done excellent by every one of them. Um, good one for them. Though the team
mm.
is lacking strength, is lacking energy, but they
Yeah.
are playing with high level of maturity and exposure in the game.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if they keep their head and increase and improve on what we've seen yesterday, or what we've seen today rather, from their
Mm,
other game, then they can
mm.
actually go and do better again.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that final game in their group goes on. The game against Belgium. Because now Belgium will be hurting
Yeah,
from
Belgium.
this loss against Morocco. And they
A
know
draw, a
a
draw.
draw will
I'm
not do
looking.
them any good.
A
A
draw
draw will
will,
not
will,
do
will
them any
hurt
good.
everybody because
Yeah,
Morocco should do everything possible to beat Canada.
yeah,
To beat
yeah,
Canada in the
Canada.
last
Yeah,
game.
yeah, yeah. They play Canada in their
No,
last
Morocco
game.
should be playing Croatia in the last
No,
game.
no, they've played Croatia already. They played Croatia in the first game. They drew 0-0. Remember?
Oh, okay. They should do
Yeah,
everything possible to win
to beat
Canada in the
Canada.
last
So,
game,
so
and
that's
then
why
Belgium
Morocco,
against.
Morocco, it looks as if they're in the front seat because they're playing a team that's already eliminated. In as much as
So
Canada might try to live with their
to play
head
for
held
pride.
high,
Yeah,
yeah, to play
yeah,
for pride.
yeah.
But Morocco too knows what is at stake. If they cannot beat
It's a
Canada,
must win. A
then it's
must
their
win for them.
fault. Yeah, if they can't beat
Yeah.
Canada, then it's their own fault. You know, that they didn't go through. If they
They,
don't
they,
go
they,
through.
they actually need to pull a win. You
Hmm.
actually need to pull a win and stay top in
Hmm.
order to avoid a very bigger opponent also in the
Yeah,
second round.
yeah, because they'll be playing, I think, someone from the Brazil group. If they, oh no,
Yeah, the
not the
Brazil
Brazil
group.
group. I think it's the Spain Germany group actually. It's the Spain-Germany group.
That would be a big problem because
Yeah.
if Spain should come first, or
Yeah,
Germany should come
whoever
first,
comes
or
first or
second,
whoever comes second,
whichever way.
you're still in
But it's a
trouble.
game.
But
You
you
never
have to
can write
play.
off
You have to play
anybody.
what's in front of you, really. So it'll be
Yeah, you
interesting
never
to
can
see
write
how.
off anybody. So
It'll be interesting to see how that one goes. Okay, so tomorrow we have the next games, game week 9, where we have the likes of Cameroon, Serbia playing. Brazil, Switzerland, South Korea, Ghana, and Portugal, Uruguay. That's to end the second group of games. So after tomorrow, that will be the end of the second group of games. So what do you reckon is going to happen tomorrow quickly?
well, I'm hearing some news from the camp of Cameroon whereby Rigobert Song, the coach of that side, is having some dressing room
Unrest.
misunderstanding with the
Yeah.
goalkeeper Andre Onana.
Okay.
Hopefully, this does not get to drop him, or because news coming from some media in Cameroon has it that he may be likely dropped in that game. Which
Well, he's been good for them, so
yeah, he's been good. He has maturity, he has exposure, he has been to the Champions League and to some of the bigger leagues. So I hope it didn't get to something to the point whereby they will have to drop him in that game, because
I hope so.
Someone like Alexander Mitrovic, is a great striker. He has proved it in the Premier League over time and in the Championship. So when you get to play against a striker like that, if you are not careful, he will hurt you and then pound you with number of goals. Good in the air, technically good. He can shoot from left to right and right from left. It's good. So I hope Cameroon will be weary. Keep their head high when they play against Serbia. The name may not be a household name in the World Cup, but they're a very dangerous side to play.
Dangerous side.
And then Portugal, Uruguay, good game. Good game in the sense that it's a game that will have names on the sides of Portugal, names on the sides of Uruguay. The Suarez of this world, the Edison Cavani of this world, and so on. Then I like also the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo. So it's a game that we have names to match up each other. The result of that game will actually tell at the end of it. So I feel it's a big one to call. I may not be able to stick out my head for any win or a draw in that game.
It's very true. It's been difficult to call who you think might win that one because of the nature of the team, the nature of the people involved. So I agree with you.
Then Ghana,
so what about our African brothers? Ghana
playing against South Korea. I hope Ghana will just have to put aside whatever happened against Portugal. Though we had calls that it was a penalty, it was not a penalty, and some other thing. That is gone. That is over. They just have to stop crying over spilled milk and then concentrate on the next one.
Move on.
And having it at the back of their mind that South Korea is a very tactical team. Very, very tactical. They are very sleek. They know how to drive. They know how to run with the ball. And then one good thing about the South Korean team is the fact that they are very good when they're not with the ball. Off the ball, they know how to track down their opponent. So Ghana needs to be very careful. While you are attacking, you need to be wary of you losing possession to them. And then while you are defending against them as well, you need to be very careful because these guys can punish you. So I feel if Ghana should put up their head the same way they played against Portugal, they should be able to get a win or a draw in that game. And then wait for the cracker and the repeat of what happened in South Africa when they play Uruguay and they play Suarez again in their last game.
Yeah, that's true. It'll be interesting to see how that one goes. But at least for now, let them focus on this game and try and win and at least give themselves a chance in that final game and at least hope to take revenge and win and all that. But for now, they need to beat South Korea. And South Korea too, they need to win. So it'll be an interesting game to see. So we're looking forward to all those games. And hopefully when we come back tomorrow, we will be talking about those games. And I thank you again, Mr. Silas, for joining me. Thank you, those listening and watching. Don't forget to do the normal liking and subscribe. We're here every day of the World Cup, just reviewing all the games. So thank you very much for being part of it. So I would let you go now, Mr. Silas, and I'm sure we will talk again. Thank you very much, guys. Have a lovely, lovely day.
Don't check this.